Alright, my dudes. I hope you had a very merry Christmas. You have no idea how hard it is for me to just not do anything. I'm sort of a workaholic, but I thought that it was very important that for this Christmas, as this whole great Saturn crap is wrapping up, that you should chill out. Hang with your family, chill with your friends. Celebrate the holidays of Saturnalia, Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. This stuff has been going on for like 2 years. Okay, but before I start, I do want to thank everyone who gave me Christmas money for Christmas. Though I hope that you do, spend money on your family or yourself this year because, I really do appreciate it. And now I can buy more books and movies and like some language learning courses because, these days I just try to chill out because I'm very aware of certain things happening. When I look at the past 2 years, what did I realize? It's a lot more clown showy than I thought. The truthers, these quote unquote people who are awake, they had pocket aces, and then they folded when they got bluffed by the I guess the elites. It's pretty funny. When I made my channel from the beginning, I told you that this Great Saturn conjunction was very important. It was a time to basically win the game of Dharma. All right, but I'm very happy I came out here because basically I'm not very concerned with the people I've been on my channel from the very beginning or the OGs anymore. So that is a good thing. But I did want to clear up some things just because recently I told people that if they want to move on, they should move on. And then I wanted to start off this new year strong, whatever. Because if people got to move on, I'm very happy. That's a good thing. People got to live their lives. Stop getting tricked into the, the depression quest of the true truth. The not Nilka is coming. The not Nilka is coming. Oh, the bad guys. Oh my God, shaking in fear. Hell tinted glass. The sky's falling. Chicken Little. Little Timmy Doomers. What did they say last year? Did people forget? I take a candle to what these people say. What was it? BitChute said that 1 billion people are gonna get Minecrafted. That didn't happen. It made everyone look stupid. They just look. It's one thing I realized: these people just make stuff up. All right. They're either stupid, they're agents or parrots, or they have no idea what they're talking about, or they're dogmatized with an obvious perspective bias or religious bias, which is why I try not to talk about religion anymore. So there's really no point. When I look at what's happening, I do realize that we still have a few more eclipses to go through. I say they win by 2025. That's still on schedule. Nothing's changed since I came out. The only thing I did was realize what I had to do for myself, help people move along, and it's pretty fine as far as I'm concerned. Like recently with the whole Omicron crap. I told people that, there's a goddamn solar eclipse on December 4th or 5th, whatever. That should happen. They rolled it out, and then all quiet's on the Western Front for now. Then they're gonna roll out things when this. People don't understand that when these events happen, and it's actually over the period of 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 years, and now we're entering into the final cycling out of this 20-year transition, the quote of the whole Great Saturn conjunction, which is why 2022 is gonna be a shit year. All right, we had a malaise period, and then whatever, dude. January, they did whatever January 6th last year. They're gonna have this thing up to the 5th, 14th, 15th of January. And some people say, oh, they don't have the power to do it like they did in 2019. Oh, don't you just think they don't have that power anymore? Get the fuck out of here. You serious? Things have been very tame recently. Do you have any idea what's gonna happen where I live? They're gonna put goddamn troops on the ground. Other people are already getting fully locked down. Look, this is why I tell you, chill out. Do what you gotta do for yourself. I'm pretty much in retirement phase. I don't really care about this stuff anymore, which is why I'm just moving to an informational channel, really. What else is going to happen? Chinese New Year's is going to be on February 1st. And that's also the Olympics. That's my shit show. Let's see. Yeah, so 2/2/2022. That's a big one. There should be something the January, what was it? 6th to the 15th period. That's very important. They're obviously going to do something from the Ides of March, like 3/11 to spring solstice 3/21. Then they wrap things up. They're going to have the big victory lap, probably around, what is it? When Uranus exits out of Aries, now it's not time for action. It's about the build back better phase. In Taurus, that's like towards July, towards like 4th to 8th, really, and then that wraps it up. And then whatever, dude. I mean, look, and then that's not including the other eclipses. Is there one more or two more? Yeah, I think there's like two more. 2024. They won by 2025. All right, this is literally the movie They Live. Okay. I mean, right now we're in the whole, Omicron phase. I mean, the people not, I mean, these people, I mean, they do tell you way ahead. I mean, there's one thing I realized about this whole Voldemort disease. It's just like blind love. I mean, they told you way ahead. I mean, come on, the key is David Bowie. David Bowie was, well, first of all, the Matrix, look, the first Matrix trilogy, which was good. I mean, they foreshadowed the whole blind 11, all right? And then the new Matrix trilogy, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's literally in the opening of the Matrix 4, alright?
Weird. It's some kind of modal.
Ooh, some kind of...
Old code. It feels really familiar.
Drop a pin. I'll signal for...
Okay, let's see.
Back.
I'm gonna check.
Alright, hold on. Jesus Christ.
Weird. It's some kind of modal.
Okay, let's see.
Looks like old code.
Alright, so we got the 3, the 2, so 3, 2, that's 32, that's 32nd degree, and it's the 3, 3. That is also 33, and 3 times 2 is, set. I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, it's like literally right in front of your face. It's like a numerology. And then the 3 squared is the 3, 3, 3. I mean, this is rule of 3.
Drop a pin. I'll signal for back.
I'm
Okay.
gonna check it out.
Bugs. Hit the jet.
What else do we see? 5. 3 plus 2, 5. 5. 5. 5. Here's out of 15. That is the 15th letter of the alphabet, which is in the Greek. It is obviously, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my god. It's Omicron. Look.
No one finds out we've been fishing.
A quick peek.
Okay, then you have the 11 symbolism. Okay, the two pillars. I mean, 11. Imagine it's just the 2 towers.
Did you hear that?
Okay.
Shit, I think our signal was traced. Bugs, this feels like a trap.
And they enter into the Omicron. I mean, look. They made this movie way ahead, alright? Look, they obviously know way ahead. I mean, this whole thing's planned and scripted. I mean, if I really had to dig deep into it, I'd have to look into Kabbalism again. Like the whole Alpha, Omega, the Ein Sof. What is Zion? I mean, Zion goes back to Theosophy. Like Zion as in D-Y, what is it? Z-O-N? Like the Prairie de Dision, the people that iPad go to. You can spell Zion as Z-I-O-N, and then the city in the movie Matrix 4 is not Zion, it's I-O. I and O. You break it down to Kabbalism. I mean, Kabbalism, they always do the Alpha and the Omega, like the A-O. So, and then you can also transition it to the A-I-O. I mean, it's Kabbalism. Io is also in Greek mythology. She's like the cow, whatever. Jupiter turned her into a cow. If you didn't notice, I mean, look, Io is a moon of Jupiter. She's the cow. They're moving into the building phase of the ox or Taurus as Uranus shifts from Aries. I mean, the whole Voldemort disease started when Uranus entered into Aries, and now it's transitioning into the cow, and Jupiter is the empire that builds. I mean, this shit is obvious to me. I mean, if you watch American Gods, I mean, Io is literally in the series American Gods. I mean, there's actually a lot of stuff in Matrix 4. So I'm not going to give it the respect because it's just trolling people in this clown world. Because you have to understand how this works. I mean, this is the inversion, the subversion of reality. The first 3 movies was the masterpiece. So the next trilogy is about trolling you. This is like the reversing of the Buddha, alright? Like the word Buddha is actually Mercury in the Vedic astrology, and his inversion is that of, you know, the clown, the trickster, Krishna, whatever. You can also look at this as like Odin. All right, the reversal of Odin is Loki. I mean, but whatever. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I understand the symbolism. Like, there's actually a lot of foreshadowing and all this weird stuff in the Matrix 4, even though people just project what they want to see into the Matrix 4. I mean, look, Neil Patrick Harris is completely correct in his assessment of humanity and how I see things are going. I completely agree with the Neil Patrick Harris. So, okay, and then look, I mean, come on, man. I mean, David Bowie's the key.
I must go. Now the binary tides are turning.
The binary tides, I mean, in the movie, oh god damn, Matrix 4, I mean, Neo was working on the binary new sequel video game, whatever.
May Vine we have been waiting for. A nomad soul can hunt the demons out of Omicron. You can help us achieve our goal. An old legend recounts that only a nomad soul can hunt the demons out of Omicron. You may be the one we have been waiting for.
The one. Oh my god, the one.
I must go. Now the binary tides are turning.
Binary tides.
May Vigrimuka guide your steps.
Whatever. Alright, well, I didn't show the ending part of this part, so I'll talk a little bit about it.
Wake up, people of Omicron.
Wake up, people of Omicron. Okay, that's us right now. I mean, this is the quote-unquote Great Awakening, the Great Saturn Conjunction. Well, I mean, look, the game resets every 20 years. It's a loop, all right? You could have woken up a lot of people woke up in 2001 or 1999 time. Now you're supposed to wake up and figure out that this is a game. Once you realize that this is a game, then you know how to play it, which is the whole point of this idea of called the Game of Dharma. The Game of Dharma has existed since humans incarnated here in the physical form. Like, even in the Kabbalistic fall of man, whatever, even in the Gnostic, they realized they got trapped from their fall descent from Atlantis or the high spiritual planes into dense material physical bodies. And Kabbalism, it's called Malkuth. The Kepher is the moon, whatever. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Kabbalism is very bit difficult to talk about, and I'd have to review the mystical Kabbalah.
Reshev and his corrupt government are lulling you to sleep in order to...
I mean, look, if there's a great awakening, we live in a dualistic realm, there has to be an opposite. The great slumbering, right? The slumbering of the masses who have, you know, been devoured into their own matrix, their reality on their cell phones, of whatever the algorithm presents to them. The analyst was correct. Like look, man, on New Year's Day when I unsubscribe from everyone and disconnect myself from useless information and disinfo and misinformation or Paratime USA, that'd be like the happiest day of my life, okay? Because I know what's going on. It's very obvious. It's very predictable. It's highly telegraphed. Like, I see things happening out. I can look out like 100 years ahead of time if I felt like it. Like, right now I only look at like 20 to 30 years, but it's not even that big of a deal to me because, I mean, I pretty much moved on.
Control you better.
Control you better.
They have transformed you into puppets that are manipulated by X and the demons. Join the awakened ones and rise up to fight for your freedom.
Yeah.
Together, we can win. All the inhabitants of Omicron are generation and our freedom. The hero of...
Oh, whatever, dude. I mean, should I data mine David Bowie later? I mean, he made another movie where he was like an alien that fell onto the material Earth plane and was trying to escape, but he kept getting drowned by its pleasure, pain-based reality by Astaroth, their demiurge, or human existence, whatever. I mean, look, David Bowie's where it's at, okay? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think what I gotta do. Okay, yeah, I might as well just give a schedule update. Okay, hold on. So everyone who gave me shekels for Christmas, thank you. I very much appreciate it. I'm trying to think. Okay, let's see. Okay, New Year's. Yeah, okay, well, I still have work until New Year's, so I don't know if I can do anything New Year's Eve. New Year's Day, I sign a book, or a movie. You're usually booking a movie, so obviously it's going to be defending your life. So, but I want to get that done right out of the way for people who want to move on to off my channel. Like recently, people told me that they graduated, so I gotta do a bunch of follow-up videos for people Defending Your Life, I mean, normally I like to watch a video, a movie like 10 times and then do a bunch of research. Obviously, Defending Your Life, I'm just going to go through Tibetan Book of the Dead and Egyptian Book of the Dead and maybe a few other sources. That'll be for, first of the month is assignment. So I'm going to officially assign a book in Defending Your Life, and then I'm going to jump ahead because normally a movie review and a book review I wait till the end. So Defending Your Life will be Sunday 9 p.m. prime time. So I'll watch it and watch some stuff because I still have work. My schedule doesn't clear up until the end of the year. After that, I'm just going to do movie breakdowns for a bit. Like, I know I should be rebooting my channel back to the beginning, but look, I gotta unprogram people or kill your fascination with this whole realm reality of people still care. A lot of people told me that they're cool with it. They're like reach enlightenment or a Buddha, whatever. It's cool. Everybody thinks being enlightened is, oh my god, all mystical. Oh, I just sit in the lotus position. No, you just see what the game of Dharma is for what it is, and you chill out and you don't give it the time of day. Which is why, if you paid attention, remember my Rick and Morty video? I did this in the beginning of my channel. That's pretty much it. Alright. It's literally the whole Rick and Morty where you're in that game. Alright. The game of Roy, whatever. Okay, and I do gotta clean up my channel later. Okay, so just a quick heads up for people to, yeah, dude, I don't know, I don't even know what really to do. I stick around for my channel just because people ask me or there's noobs, but I've done this with, I'm on my 4th group of people, so it's not too big a deal. Okay, let's see, okay, yeah, okay, I finally watched Matrix 4, and it's everything you said for your impressions. Yeah, pretty much, like the Matrix 4, I already knew that instead of Trinity being in distress, it was going to be Neo. That's why Neo is such a loser. And Trinity is the one who has to save him because it's the feminine accents coming back. Yeah, if you actually paid attention to the first original Matrix, original one, it starts off with Trinity in distress. She literally does the Masonic hand sign of distress, which she didn't do in the Matrix 4 of the reboot in Modal Avenue. Okay, let's see. Okay, you want me to talk about the rules of the game of Dharma? The rules of the game of Dharma is easy. Well, if you understand, look, it's more like guidelines. Pirate code. Well, everyone talks about parlay, and pirate code only applies to other pirates. That's the whole point. Like, the pirate code only applies to quote-unquote people who are actually awake, not these delusional truthers who are just basically a subset of this new age deception crap anyways, or these religious dogmatists people. Whatever, dude. Right now we're cycling into Aquarius anyways as Pisces ends, which is why Christianity will no longer be in the forefront. It'll still exist like other religions, so yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, let's get our chart. Okay, yeah, so Pisces is moving out into Aquarius, which means that Christianity, that's why the tenets of Christianity in general is down. If you look at Church of England, it's down like 90%. The new generation doesn't care because they care about basically the metaverse, or they care about, digital technology of connectivity through technology. That's Aquarius. We're moving from group school dynamic to individual journeys, which is why everyone's a goddamn narcissist these days, and they think they're special. This is the problem. Whatever. For me, Pisces, you could win if you had a strong teacher, but Aquarius, it's your own individual journey. Look, before it was, Moses. Before that, it would have been like, the Bali. It would have been probably Apollo, to be honest, or whatever. Gemini, this would have been the Buddha. Look, your religion will still exist. It'll just be in the background, just like everybody else. You had your time in the sun, okay? Was it Cancer, Quetzalcoatl, you had Horus? Look, this game is predictable, right? It's controlled by the Demiurge or the Kamamara. This is the game board. We want to talk about the game of Dharma or the Monopoly board. This is the Monopoly board, okay? You can also transfix, the Seal of Solomon against this. Like, the Seal of Solomon is literally the fixed points of the stars. So it'd be like, Fomalhaut, Aldebaran, Regulus, and God, what the hell's the other one? Dude, I forgot the other one. And then it's at the points of, Capricorn and Cancer, the entrance and the exit, or whatever, which is why Judgment is associated with Capricorn, and you come out through the watery womb of the mother in Cancer. This is obvious to me. That's why, Osiris and whatever is associated with Capricorn, and so is the winter solstice. Okay, and then you retire at Aquarius, whatever, liberate yourself through Pisces. I mean, to me, this is pretty easy. And then there's other things. I mean, if you want a complete walkthrough, it's literally the tarot deck. Like the Lamont, the Fool is literally. God damn it! I mean, I prefer the original one better than the OTO deck. Okay. But whatever. I mean, all this is pretty much inaccurate, to be honest. I mean, actually, this is probably the most useful one. Okay, dude. Yeah, dude. There's like the Zero of the Fool, the Lamont. It's the dog, Sirius. It's Toto, like in Wizard of Oz, Dorothy. I mean, if you pay attention to the Wizard of Oz, it's literally the tarot deck. Even the World card, where she reaches enlightenment. I mean, she has to pass through judgment, anyways. Like, what do people think? Defending your life is when they go through a judgment line. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, dude, I'll definitely talk about the rules of the game of Dharma. But I mean, it's actually illustrated in a lot of movies, so that's why it's not that big of a deal to me. Okay, electrodynamic orb. Okay, you want me to talk about the economy? I mean, when I talk about the economy, it's very high level. It's not like what everybody else thinks it is. When I look at the economy, I look at it as a social engineering tactic to control the will and the desire and the fascination of people on an aggregate masses through deception and delusion. I mean, that's how economy works. Right now, when we're in quote-unquote generational dynamics that's shifting over. You have the Great Reset, you have the Great Resignation. I mean, it's going to be quite a shit show because of the baby boomers retiring, the millennials not having baby, and these elites, they're obsessed with the whole population control, but then they're in catch-22 because they still need infinite growth in this hyper-corporatized system and everything. I mean, that's why we're in really a nightmarish situation. And at the same time, there's outward pressures by people at the bottom. The automation isn't even there yet. And there's pressure from China, the superior man. I mean, that's why you're going to see conflict eventually drag out as the West wanes in influence, and you're going to see a transference of power, especially with the Olympics happening relatively soon. I mean, that's where China is going to do a show projection of soft power. Okay, and then the West will, they flaunt, and then they'll say, oh, we are the best, we are the superpower, and then usually they put an ineffectual nationalist person who pretends like they're religious Christian as a feigning source, and then they just cuck out anyways because they cannot address their real problems, as Americans don't understand that they are the beneficiary of basically slave aggregate labor, and they take out 5 times more than they should be taking in because it's a scheme, as their projection of power is based on their naval assurance of trade, but now it's being challenged by hypersonic missiles, and this is predictable from like 5 years ago. And even like my Qui-Gon Jinn, Warren, he predicted everything, and he's not a conspiracy guy. He just understands the economy and trade on a very fundamental level, while we enter into a situation where there is no value in anything. That's why you're seeing stupid stuff with the whole stimulus packages or kids trying to buy NFTs for get-rich-quick schemes, as we enter into pure chaos clown world, as money chases any store of value. But the problem is that there is the store value is trending to zero, and eventually that store value will not find any value unless it's in things which requires an extreme amount of human skill. This is like end game capitalism and what communism or Karl Marx talked about. But whatever, dude. I mean, this is why we're entering into globalized worlds. I mean, they're going to be inefficient with trying to do nationalistic policies. It's not going to work out. I mean, the genie's out of the bottle. The internet is a great equalizer of power, thought, and it's become the greatest weapon, as it's going to be harnessed by the world elite. Look, right now it's a clown show, a battle will of powers. But that's another story. We're going to talk about defending your life, see? Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I'll have to break this down. Come on. Wait, defender? Oh, dude, there's that actual clip. Hey, dude, I'll show you the trailer. I mean, this. I mean, I have to break this down because I'm very proud of the movie breakdowns I do. Like, movie report Existence. That's great, even though YouTube basically banned it. Movie report. I mean, I only care about the game of Dharma. What happens when you die? Really. I mean, I just want people to win, basically, if you can. I mean, look, but I gotta be realistic. Most people don't. All right, and a lot of people, they're very, egoic or delusional about the situation. Groundhog Day, great new movie breakdown. What's another one I did? Okay, Existence or Soul. Yeah, Soul was a great breakdown. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do Defending Your Life for Sunday. Ooh, 12 Monkeys. Dude, I mean, I swear to God, I mean, 12 Monkeys told you. What is it, Planet of the Apes? The virus that makes people... I mean, look, the magical elixirs, it just has Reese's monkey DNA. All right, they want to turn him into a goddamn monkey, right? It's called the epsilonification of man, or the next generation. Not really this generation, which I don't really care. I mean, I already know it's not going to really matter, especially if you're healthy. It's designed to do a lot of things, but it's really about the monkeyification, or bringing down everyone to a material-based Malkuth, like turning everybody into a monkey, basically. I mean, these people, if you understand the religion, it's pretty obvious what their motivations are, all right? Only they want the access to their spiritual powers, and then they'll give people this fake illusion of mainstream X-religion, and then they're just laughing their asses off at you. I mean, look, to me, it's actually very funny. It's very funny how obvious this is, and then people discount these people at the very top who've been running the show since humans existed, from like Babylon, when the light-being angel, Elohim, Anunnaki gods, whatever, created humanity as a crossbreed between, alien and monkey man, whatever. All right. But whatever, dude. I mean, people don't care. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, people say, "Oh, where are the aliens? Oh, are there aliens?" Look in a mirror. Humans are aliens because they have the ability to exert will and manipulate reality. All right, it's pretty obvious. No other animal can really do that. Well, there's a few exceptions, but I mean, they're probably aliens too, like squid, octopus, or I don't know, goddamn dolphin, whale. I mean, whatever, dude. Okay, dude, let's talk about that. Okay, let's see. I definitely gotta reread the Tibetan Book of the Dead for this, so.
From the beginning of motion picture history, Hollywood has tried to show you what the afterlife is really like.
Ding, ding, ding. Probably like The Good Place also, though. And if you didn't know, I also have a cameo in The Good Place. Never forget that I'm famous now. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, dude, right here. Yeah, season 4 of The Good Place. I'm famous. That's what happens after you die. I have all the secrets to the universe. Whatever.
And welcome to Judgment City.
You have any idea?
Judgment City. Okay, Judgment. Who is associated as the judge, the god of the dead, Osiris. Judgment is also in the tarot deck. All right. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is obvious. If you actually understood the rule, Judgment is right before the world, I believe. So if you actually look at the track, in line of the tarot deck from zero, Le Mans, the Fool. You'd have to be a fool to play the game of Dharma, but it's about the actualization, or the fall of the angel to actualize and individuate and find its own name as it sings its way into heaven, like the world card, whatever. If it passes Judgment, I mean, that's the whole point of what happens when you die in the game of Dharma, in the rules of the game of Dharma. I mean, I find the rules very fair. I mean, that's what you gotta understand. I mean, half the time people play themselves. I mean, that's why I always say, look in the mirror. All right, the enemy is you. It's like how people don't understand this whole astral name thing. All right, this is like a Jungian concept. All right, like my persona is called Kevin. I'm a goofball, a troll, lolcow. I like to play jokes. I'm very highly social, highly aware. I talk to a lot of people, all gender, creed, races, color. I speak multiple languages. I mean, these days I just speak Spanish, but I gotta really step up my Spanish game, because I get very nervous talking in Spanish to people, especially if they're native speakers. Yeah, that's Kevin. And privately at night, my shadow, my moon axis, it is this pink elephant. It's very, it's basically very Buddha-like enlightened or whatever. I just like to do research. I just like to chill out. I pretty much purify myself from everyone else. These mean girls, infectious, culty people. I mean, I'm done with them. I mean, that's the whole point of purification of the soul, actualization of the soul, pink elephant to the liberation of the soul. As the mass gets discarded, and what all that is left is the emergence or the infusion or acceptance of the shadow into that of the soul of what is truly me. And that would be as I find my feminine axis, which is why pink is a great color. I mean, Lana Wachowski, she dyed her hair pink. Squid Game, he dyed his hair pink. I mean, pink is the most venerated color. It sits above purple to them. It's symbolic out of the rose, or the liberation of the soul from the entrapment of the mind and of the body, which is why the Rosicrucian symbol is the rose pinned against the cross with the thorns, and that's obvious. And then dude, I chill out, and then I'm Pink Lotus, whatever, when I die. I mean that could be a while off, so I mean it's not that big of a deal. So, I mean, but it's pretty much as far as I'm concerned, I already won. Right? People told me I already did what I had to do for myself, which was helping people move on and talking about this stuff and teaching them this stuff and dragging them out of the whole truther madness and narcissism, solipsism, and obvious ignorance. I mean, these people are goddamn dumb, alright? Or, I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, unless you are still fascinated, but I mean, take it with a heavy grain of salt. These people, they're not good people, so. Okay, so yeah, the Finding Life is a great one.
Idea what's going on? Al? Well, in a nutshell.
Carry yourself.
In a new film by Albert Brooks.
So I'm on. I don't like to call it a trial. Psychoball, yes. This is damn exciting.
Okay, yeah, dude. I mean, look, I agreed with everything in the movie Defending Your Life. I mean, the whole judgment after death, I mean, that goes back to Egyptian, and that goes back for before Egyptian and the immaterial realm. Oh yeah, someone did ask me about the Buddhic plane, but yeah, YouTube got rid of that comment. So yeah, dude, I'll definitely talk about the Buddhic plane. It's where, what is it? Where there's no retrograde, there is no duality, there's no day-night cycle. There's just the eternity of the golden light. Oh, like in the Matrix before the fall of man. Yeah, that's a Buddhic plane, right? But you have to pass this material dense plane test first, which is Malkuth, Kefir, whatever, as you rise up. I mean, this is the goddamn ascension of the soul, perfection of man, and Kabbalism and Masonry, whatever. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, but the Buddhic plane is the Buddhic plane. I mean, that's why the Buddhas and the saints and the ascended people go. I mean, this goes back all to the same religion, but it's been demonized, obviously, so people could mind control you. I mean, whatever. Okay, let's see. Okay, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. Oh, Andy Wong. Yeah, Andy, you're new. Okay, yeah, you want me to talk more about books? Yeah, that's not a problem. In the beginning of my channel, I was more into books. I did do a lot of book assignments. I would have to give a revised book reading list. Like, I remember the obvious books is obvious. The Essences of the Upanishads. The Upanishads is too long. It's part of the Vedas. The Vedas has 4 parts. There's like the Rig Veda, the Astrology Veda part. There's the Upanishads, which is the knowledge part. And the mantras. So I would recommend Essences of the Upanishads, the Kybalion. I mean, my knowledge base is literally comes from the Upanishads and Kybalion. There's Robert Monroe. And then there's Why Buddhism is True. There's like a bunch of books. So it's not that big of a deal. So I would just have to revise what I would recommend. Like, there's books that I didn't recommend, like The Secret Doctrine of Rosicrucianism, like talking about the monad and stuff like this. I mean, it's easy. Okay, and then let's see. Yeah. Okay, yeah, dude, I don't want to keep up you guys' time just because I am still trying to relax. I'm just addicted to work or something. I gotta chill out. Like people gotta remember. I mean, I'm learning Spanish. I have a bunch of things for New Year's. I gotta make some New Year's resolution. So the next time I'll see you guys is gonna be, what is it? It's gonna be, okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I gotta watch Defending Your Life a couple times and read Tibet Book of the Dead, and I have work here, so I'll give a book recommendation. It's probably gonna be Combating Cult Mind Control. That's a great book. I mean, a lot of people got tricked, right? You got played, you idiot. Okay, I say, well, most people, they moved on. If you're from my channel, you realize everyone's just not a very good person. And then I gotta unsubscribe from a bunch of people, you know, start working out, do other stuff. I gotta make a list of what I gotta do for New Year's, and do a short video. Short video is always on the first, and then I gotta do Defending Your Life. And look, after this, because I want to kill your fascination. Every week, I'm just gonna do The Matrix. I'm gonna start with The Matrix 4, so that'll be on Saturday. Look, I'm actually gonna do it, right? Because sometimes they say I do it, but then I don't. It's because I try to over prepare, but after The Matrix 4, where they just basically dump, shit on your face. Look, okay, it's not that hard. I mean, Neil Patrick Harris, that's all you really gotta pay attention to, because he's basically Edward Bernays, and Sigmund Freud is the architect from before. So I'll do Matrix 4, blast through Matrix 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it won't be like I don't know if it'll be even a good breakdown, just because I'm not really gonna research much. I'm just gonna probably read 2 books. Probably just the Gospel of Thomas, and then, I don't know, I mean, look, man, they talk about loosh harvesting, right? Like Omnicron, Astaroth needs souls before he has lost power, like David Bowie says. And obviously Dark City, so, I mean, my channel will just be pretty benign, and it'll only be, like, Saturday or Sunday shows, for a little bit. But look, because I want to do movie breakdowns until we get back to normal schedule. And movie breakdown takes a lot of time, a lot of work. I mean, movie breakdown can take 20 hours just to produce, and like it takes a lot of research and ahead of time, and it actually puts my channel in great danger because of copyright reasons. And YouTube is actually changing its copyright and everything policy, like bullying, whatever, on the 5th or the 6th anyway. So when that happens, I mean, there's a reason why I'm unsubscribing and not even gonna watch other people, because I don't want to get into the drama, and I've turned a new leaf. All right, this whole great time in conjunction, I mean, I'm glad it happened. All right, because now I can move on. Look, a lot of dumb stuff's gonna happen, but I don't care anymore. Right, I don't care about the natural elixir. I don't care if you take it or have to take it or whatever, because in reality, they're gonna do the whole division thing. America will be, I mean, it's like, what is it? It's goddamn V for Vendetta. I mean, it'll be divided between red and blue states, and America will be separated. China has the blue, Russia has the red, and then it'll be a great division like in the movie Surrogates, where, whatever. I mean, this is a long-term play anyways for the Internet of Things, and then it's really your children that are going to have to pay the price. I mean, as we shift over from, even the economy is going to shift over. It's going to be an internal circular economy. They're going to try to hive network you. I mean, it's going to, look, a lot of stuff's going to happen. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, this transitional phase period, especially with the whole economy turning to shit, I mean, it's gonna drag on for a while, like until the election in 2024 or whatever. People say, oh, is this the end times, Antichrist? I mean, who would I bet money on Antichrist? God, who's that guy? Rand Paul. I would bet money that Rand Paul is the Antichrist. But look, a lot of shit's gonna happen. I mean, what is it? Trump's thing, Truth Social is coming out soon, and Rumble is gonna be right-wing YouTube, and YouTube's clamping down. I mean, this shit's stupid. All right. Like, personally, I'd rather not be here, but people ask me to. All right. And people are always willing to give me shekels and support the book club. And I do have a lot of movies to go through. So, Defending Your Life this upcoming weekend. Then after that, it'll just be Matrix 4, 1, 2, 3, Dark City, and then we can, as I slowly transition to a reboot. If I do any random shows, it might just be the weekend, like a sausage party, but really I have to focus on movie breakdowns to kill your fascination. And I'll do a book assignment, Combat and Cult Mind Control on the 1st, and then I want people to know, I mean, I'm serious. I'm serious that I don't necessarily have the will like I used to do. Like in the beginning of my channel, I mean, people say this to me all the time. It's like, Pink, you sound so different in the beginning of your channel to now, because I have completely become stoic. I mean, I continue only for the sake of posterity and because people ask me to. That is the only reason, right? It would be better for me to just live my life. So I hope that I'm only here for another year, but I mean, that really might be it, right? Because I have my life is going to change anyways because of my living situation. And on my star chart says I can't do this past 33, and every year that I do this, I just screw myself even more. I mean, the time that I used to make this channel, I could have actually done anything else or make a business. Or I'm a workaholic. Like, I could have just chilled out, but I'll keep going for the time being. So I hope people appreciate what I do. I appreciate everyone who comments and contributes to the channel, and all the donations and shekels, and hopefully, I mean, things were gonna get back to normal, basically, because I've been meandering a lot because of the astral charts. As for the astral charts, I'm not taking any more astral chart requests after the end of this New Year's. I'm just waiting for the software to be back up, mastering the zodiacs, but it's still down. But you know, before people waited like a year, so people can wait another month just in case. But if it's not up by February 1st, then I'll find another software and just do it all in one go. And then there's some people on the waiting list, but if not, I mean, look, I gotta move on, all right? There's a lot of stuff to do. Ideally, I would like to do, what is it? Wizard of Oz for the spring solstice, and then I can seriously chill out, or Willy Wonka and Snowpiercer after that. I mean, Snowpiercer is very important. Okay, or, I mean, even American Gods. I mean, American Gods is pretty much foreshadowing this whole thing that's been happening. But look, man, I mean, goddamn it. I mean, Omicron, I mean, look, this shit's just gonna keep going and going and going. I mean, it's the erosion of freedom anyways. I mean, David Bowie called it out, okay? But I'm not gonna make a judgment call on you, or, you know, make you feel bad. I know a lot of people who were basically coerced or forced to take it in, and you know, some people say, oh, you always have a choice. Oh, look, man, I mean, everyone's in their own unique situation, okay? But whatever, dude, I mean, it is what it is, all right? I mean, but, you know, even that, I don't even like talking about, because there's been a lot of fear, a lot of guilt, a lot of BS pushed that way anyway. So what is the point of talking about it? Like, really, I mean, my channel moving forward is literally just Game of Dharma, and movie breakdowns and book breakdowns. And then I hope people understand that I don't know if I can really talk about the whole, what is actually going on with the whole conspiracy stuff and the truthers, because look, I despise the truthers. I mean, like, a lot of the reason why this whole Voldemort disease propagated in the first place and promulgated is because of the truth community and their fear. Like, they're YouTubers. I mean, they live off the fear. They love spreading the fear sauce. Like, the reason why Voldemort disease caught on with the mainstream is because of, you know, Cliffy Boy and Styx, that Styx guy, where he's doing daily updates for clicks, all right? Okay, dude, you got your clicks, you got your ad revenue, and look what happened. The world turned to shit because it went viral, all right? And it's basically engineered, and in the future, with a way the Matrix 4 told me, I mean, you can't trust anything the screen says, and Levette's right, okay? iPad Go-To, it's still in effect, all right? This whole upcoming Olympics crap, that is, I mean, we're about, like, what, 60% away with iPad Goat, right? And when they tank the economy, it's go time. Okay, whatever, dude. So I'll catch you guys up for, what is it, New Year's, and then the day after that, prime time, will be Defending Your Life movie breakdown. So I hope I can do a good job, because it's been a long time since I've done breakdown. And, okay, so I hope you guys have had a nice Christmas, and, okay, see you guys soon. Bye.